Okay, so today I want to give you some big facts. And the coffee is definitely black. Okay, because a cup full of positivity with me, but I'm gonna be a little long-winded. So this coffee with Kimbo extended on this Friday. Okay, I'm just answering questions that I've got. I got an overwhelming amount of questions through my DMs and all my socials this week. So I want to just take one moment to be able to answer a few of them. Okay, one person was like, "Bro, you have a lot of great content. For you to have such great content and to be speaking the way you speak, you should be having more followers, more views, more likes." And this is what I want to say to that. People will rather be entertained than use their brain. Okay. Negative is going to always get more views or likes than positive. You know, people are going to rather watch those fights and stuff like that, or some girl twerking her ass, to be able to listen to what somebody say they could be able to change their life. You know what I mean? If you being taught, that's going to require thought. And most people just want to escape. You dig what I'm saying? From what they're going through. So, and I get it. But for me, it's like about engagement. I don't really tap into the numbers. I don't do the fake views, the boost, the fake profiles. I don't do any of that. I want to touch real people because I believe if I can touch 100,000 real people versus touching, a million fake people for it to look good, you know what I mean? That's going to take me way further. And it's not even about me. It's about you. It's about touching somebody who actually needed to hear that message in that season that he or she needed it. And I care about that. You know what I mean? Because, that's helping. That's putting that positive word out there. People would rather hear the beautiful lie than the ugly truth. I mean, the beautiful lie is more entertaining. People don't want to sit and listen to the ugly truth. They don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I get it. It's just like when Obama was in office. He was in office 8 years. Okay, but the country was messed up way before he got there. So we can't change everything in those 8 years. He can just only he can only start to affect change in the culture, in the community with the people. And that's all I want to do is kind of start to affect and kind of change the way our youth are looking at social media and our youth are examining these things. So I just wanted to tap in on that question. So, it's kind of like watching a movie. All right. Most people want to watch the movie that has sex, drugs, and violence in it because it's more stimulating. You know what I mean? It's more entertaining, than sitting and watching a after school special that's about something positive. People ain't gonna want to do that. And I understand that. So, and it's the same way. Another person asked me about what I think about the state of the culture of music. And I just think this is what I think. Okay. And it's just my thoughts. Like, okay, I get it. It's just like in a movie, in music, people want to hear sex, drugs, violence, trapping, and rapping and all that. But I think like some of the young people, they're just saying whatever to get heard. They don't really know the power of their words and how they affect other people that are listening. You know what I mean? Spirits in the music. I think like, yeah, okay, nobody feels one way all the time. Yeah, you may want to hear some of that trap music, but it's like, okay, at the end of the day, if you rapping like you still trapping, and then there are other kids listening to you and their minds are so impressionable, they have no father at home, they have no father figure, they got no OGs, and they're listening to you. And we got to go even broader. We don't own these prisons and these jails. They're privately owned. So, and we don't own the media. We don't own the labels, the people that really put the push into it, right? And really can push a message out there. So they'll let one person get through as long as that person is speeding at a trio real spill. And in rap, we love to fact check. We want to make sure that what that person is rapping about the street, he really been doing it. Cool, he been doing it. So now we're gonna follow that, and he gonna lead 1,000 other sheep to jail. And they own the jail, so they gonna keep getting money from us. You dig what I'm saying? Because that one person might have made it. That's why I love Jay-Z, because he says he acting like I sold you crack. No, Ho did that. Hopefully you won't have to go through that. So that's what I think about that. When it comes to politics, someone asked me about politics, and I told him this. Listen, your electoral votes decide the presidency. You should definitely vote because your ancestors died for the right for you to be able to vote. But I will say this, the Russians can boost the votes just like they boost views and likes on YouTube and Instagram and everything else. So be aware of what's going on. I mean, I just want to be able to broaden your mind while you're on your grind out there. That's it. Subscribe to CoffeeWithKinfolk.com and YouTube, and buy some merch, buy some mugs, show some love. I'm gonna answer more questions next week. I think I hear my baby crying, so I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit. All right, Kinfolk.